But like if she decided to leave or something, don't do it like this. You know, but a part of me just, like me and Kathy, we were together a lot of years.
But beneath his helpful exterior, a darker truth was lurking. As detectives dug deeper, they discovered something that changed everything. In the days after Cappy vanished, every cent in her bank account had been drained. Today, you'll witness the raw police interrogation that exposed the cracks in Juan's carefully crafted story. Watch as Detective Rosie Rodriguez methodically breaks down his defense, leading to a moment that would change this investigation forever.
You're trying to make me tell you something that didn't happen and that I didn't do.
No, I'm trying to get you to tell me the truth.
There's nothing to tell you.
But it's what happens after Juan spends a few weeks in jail that would leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about this case. This isn't just another interrogation video. This is the story of how a seemingly concerned husband's facade began to crumble under the weight of his own lives. What you're about to witness is the complete police interrogation of Juan Gonzalez. Pay close attention. Nothing is quite what it seems. Let us know what you think about the case of Juan Gonzalez down in the comments section. And if you enjoy the content, you can help us out by hitting the like button.
I'm gonna talk to you because I did find out that of course your wife had a double life, and we'll discuss about her double life. Okay?
Before you say anything else, I've been thinking about. I've known for a while, Rosie. But like if she decided to leave or something, don't do it like this. You know, but a part of me just, like me and Kathy, we were together a lot of years, and even when we were going through things, I could still feel her. Like we still, you know how they say people think alike, you know, connected. But here lately,
there's a disconnect. Well, we'll discuss that, and then of course Mitch is here. He'll talk to you about the other stuff we talked. But there's some stuff I need to talk to you about.
Hold on, can I answer that? It's Nathan.
Yes, and then after that you need to turn it off, okay? Because we need to discuss some stuff.
I'm up here talking with the detective. I'm gonna have to turn the phone off, so I need you to be big and take care of Lee, okay? All right, I love you. All right.
We'll discuss about what I found and all that kind of stuff. But one of the things is that you know, that's why I asked you to come up here. You weren't able to come up here. An officer had to go pick you up. So because he's picked you up and we're in this room, I have to advise you of your rights, because obviously you didn't come up here on your own. An officer brought you up here.
No.
So let me just read your rights, and you tell me if you understand or don't understand, okay? It's just like a formality type of thing. You have the right to remain silent, not make any statement at all. Do you understand that? You have to say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. Any statements you make may be used against you at your trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to and during any questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
And if you're unable to employ a lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed to advise you prior to and during any questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
And you have the right to terminate the interview at any time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, Juan, what I want to do is talk to you about what I found about your wife. Are you willing to talk to me and discuss what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I had told you, I did find out. I did a bunch of research. I had gone to HEB, not just that, but also went to the cookie place where you and your wife worked, and did a lot of research, and I found out that she did have a double life. And she kept secrets from you, but she also kept secrets. She had two lovers.
Yeah, I knew that already.
Yes, and she kept secrets between them too. Okay? And on Wednesday, the day that she left, I need to go back and revisit and make sure I have all my bases covered on what exactly happened that morning. I mean, let's just start from the very beginning on Wednesday. And I may have gotten some information wrong, and I may not have, and maybe you remember things now that you didn't remember back then, because it was very emotional that Saturday when I went to your house. And a lot of things go through your mind, and you can't remember everything. And that's going to be normal, okay? You said Wednesday she goes in from what time to what time at HEB?
She was working that day. She went in at 2 in the morning.
Okay.
Supposed to be till 10:30, but she doesn't ever get off at that time.
Okay. And she works in the bakery as the assistant manager?
Assistant lead manager.
Okay, what time did you wake up? Were you awake when she left that morning? Or she leave without you even knowing it?
I get up to check like if I wake up and she's gone already, I wake up to make sure the front door is locked, like the screen door and the front door.
Okay.
Which, I mean, when I got up, it was already 6 o'clock because I get up to go to work at 7 in the morning.
Okay. So when she left to go to work at 2 a.m., were you up or asleep?
I was up.
Okay. What time did she leave?
She left early, like I told you that day. She had been leaving way before it was time to go. She probably left like 1:15, 1:30.
Okay. And she left in what vehicle?
The car.
Okay. That's the car she always drives, the black one. That Chevy Malibu?
We drive both of them, but when she's working, she drives the Malibu.
Okay. So you think she left at 1:15, 1:30. She left early, and she's supposed to be at work at HEB at 2 a.m. Okay, and then you said you got up at 6 a.m. Did y'all talk anymore between 1:15 or let's just say 1:15 and 6? Or was it
texting?
Or texting?
She was supposed to come and get me that morning to make sure he made it to daycare so that I wasn't late for work.
Okay.
I remember, I told you that too, that day. That way I'm not late to work because I have to be there at 7. So she takes Lee to daycare. And either she takes Nate to school or Nate walks.
Okay.
So.
On that day, you said there was some texting between 1:15 till 6 a.m. About what time did you go to sleep?
It was off and on. It was off and on. Like every time she leaves the house, I can't sleep right. You know, so it's off and on. I'm either up every 30, awake, not up, moving around, awake.
Right.
Like I'll wake up, tossing and turning every 30 minutes, every hour until we get up. Because Lee's asleep with me in the bed at that time.
Okay. He sleeps with both of y'all, correct? And then Nathan has his own. Nate has his own room, just right across the hall.
Yeah.
Okay. So about 6 a.m. you get up, and did y'all already make arrangements through text or by phone?
Through text.
Okay. She was going to come pick up.
She was going to be at the house at 6:45.
Okay. She's going to take Nate to school, or did he take the bus that day? Do you remember?
Sometimes he takes the bus, sometimes he walks. I don't remember that day. But it's not that I don't remember. I don't know because I'm gone already. I leave when she got there at 6:45, I left.
Okay.
And she was there with Nathan and Lee.
And she makes sure that Nate gets to school, and she takes Lee to the daycare center. Okay. Obviously, that got done. And then between, you get to work at 7, and that's when you were working at Potbelly. And you got off work what time?
It was before 2. It was before 2.
Okay. Between 7 and 2 or so, did you and Kat talk?
We texted.
Texted. What did y'all text about?
She wanted to make sure that I paid. Remember that day you were going through my phone about paying Brian? I wanted to make sure I paid Brian and make sure I brought her money, the $180, when I got off of work.
Okay. Anything else y'all talked about?
No.
Okay, tell me about Brian.
He's from Tobacco Alley.
And you owed him money?
Yeah, for a hot check. I remember I told you that.
And did you write it or she write it?
No, I wrote it.
Did you buy cigarettes or what did you buy with the hot check?
No, I just wrote a check to cash it because he
Okay.
cashes checks there.
Did you know it was going to be a hot check?
Yeah, but Kathy and I used to do that a lot because we knew the next day either she was getting paid or I was getting paid and the money was going to go into the account.
So by the time the check processes through the system, there would be money in the account. Okay. How much did you write that check for?
180.
Okay. Is that the only check you wrote? Okay. And then that's why you told her you were going to pay Brian at the Tobacco Alley.
Well, I told her I told her that, but then later, remember that day when you were at the house, I showed you you saw the text where I tell her I paid Brian already.
Right. And then she wanted $180. Is that the money that was used to pay Brian, or is that something else?
No, that was something else. I gave her that money.
Okay, you gave her back that money?
Mm-hmm.
When did you give it back to her?
When I saw her at the house that afternoon.
Okay.
When she got off of work.
Okay. When you got home, who was at the house?
She was.
By herself?
Mm-hmm.
And what vehicle was out there?
The Malibu.
Okay. And then when you get there, you give her the $180, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what happened after the $180?
No, when I got there, I was walking up, and remember I told you she was on the phone. I could hear her on the phone through the window. And when I walked in, she tossed the phone, and I was like, "Who you on the phone with?" You know, and she was like, "Nobody." You know, and I was, you know, we started, you know, talking again, you know, about what she's been doing, because it had been awkward in the house because she doesn't talk to us. She doesn't want to do anything with the boys anymore. The next 2 days she was supposed to be off, so I guess maybe she was making plans or something. Anyway, I gave her the money. I, you know, gave her the money, and we got to talking, and then she was like, I said, "I know you're, you know, sleeping around, you know. I mean, it hadn't been a secret, Rosie. I've been knowing for a while, you know." And so I hated it when we'd walk in or we'd see each other and she's acting like she has to hide something. Everybody around us knew that she was changing, you know, from her when she started losing all her weight. So anyway, she went to the room. I was in the kitchen for about 30 minutes, and she comes out and she's like, "All right, look, this is what it is. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know." And she gives me the phone. And I start, you know, going through the text, and, you know, after that, she was like, "I'm just going to leave for a while, and I'll come back when I'm ready to talk about this." You know, so I ended up leaving before her, though, at 3:30 to get the kids.
Okay, I'm going to go back. When she handed you the phone, was it already for you to, like, on the message part, or did she have it at a specific place for you to look at?
She had it on the text messages from Paul.
Okay,
it was
between
under,
her and Paul.
It was under Maggie, though. She had it under Maggie, H-E-B. And, you know, like, the text messages, only her text messages were there, though. Like, the ones she's sending to him, all of his were erased. And so then she said, "There's another one there under unknown name." And so that one just said unknown name on the title. Same thing, started going through those, and it was basically the same text as from Paul, like to Paul. She's
just a different, another number.
Yeah, like the same thing, the way you kissed me, blah, blah. It wasn't real sexual, but just through reading, and his were erased too. His incoming texts were erased too, and hers were there. But, you know, anybody could have figured out what's going on. So I was just like, you know, you've been doing this, like, you know, like this for this long, you know.
Did she say how long she's been with them?
Well, I knew from me since before the first of the year, I think. But in February, when she started acting funny, like one time, like I was thinking about this the other day, about February the 3rd, it was before the Super Bowl, and she was getting ready for the Super Bowl, H-E-B. She was looking for a picnic basket. And, like, you know, I could always tell, like, she was trying to, like, she'd be like, "Hey, why don't you," like, in Walmart this time, she was looking for a picnic basket. She says, "Why don't you go over there and see if they got any?" Well, I already knew. It's just like any woman that knows that their man's cheating, you know, or has that feeling, you know, you keep eyes on them. Well, when she told me to do that, walk over here, look over there, I walked a few steps and turned around and came back with a basket, and she's on the phone. You know, I already knew. And so when I went through the text messages that day, because then I remember this too, she says, "Go up all the way to the 3rd, because weeks before, you know, I said, like, "Remember that time we were in Walmart? Were you talking to somebody on the phone?" No. Well, so I guess she's sitting at home that day, because it was already leading up to this, you know, like she kept her, and this is another thing, and this is going up to what I'm telling you. Here lately, her father has wanted her to be away from me for some reason. He's always been the type of person, like, if we're struggling or she's struggling, he'll give her money to help, you know, pay bills, whatever, you know, or help pay with Lee's daycare, because it's over $500 a month. Here lately, he told her, "If you're going to be with him, I'm not going to help you." He was pretty much cutting her off. So she would come home, "Dad don't want to help me if you're going to be here, so either you got to go or I got to go. I can always go to my dad's." So here lately, the past days that I've been thinking, I remember 7 years ago when Kathy and I split up because, you know, and this goes back to when I told you that day, her cheating, I was hoping she would just get it out of her system that she was going through something, because I did a lot of wrong to her when I was in the music business, and, you know, no secret Mitch here, when I was dealing dope, you know, I was fooling around a lot, you know, so I took it as I deserved it. It's payback. You know, we never fought about it. I mean, I don't know, you know, what y'all got out of Nathan when y'all talked to him. We don't fight like that, Rosie. We don't fight like that. The neighbors can even tell you that. We don't fight like that, you know. And so anyway, her dad not wanting her to be with me 7 years ago when we split up, because I went back to one of the mothers of two of my other kids. He paid Kathy $5,000 to go to Vegas and marry his new wife's son from the Philippines to get his green card, so long as she didn't get back with me. Well, we winded up getting back together within the month, you know. And I don't remember if it was, well, you're going to have to pay me that $5,000 back now that I gave you. So for 2 years we went through this, and these are things that we've been through, you know, that we've been through other big things. We would argue every day. When you going to get divorced from this Fulio? You know, when you going to get divorced from this shithead? You know, stuff like that. Well, my dad and this and that, and so is your dad. Your dad has control of everything you do. You know, that's always been an argument with us. And
so it's actually leading up to that point where he was like telling her either to leave you or he was going to cut her off.
Yeah, and these are things I've been thinking about, you know, and so like the other day when I talked to him on the phone, he'd be like, have you talked to the detective? And I'd be like, no, they haven't told me anything. And I said, have you talked to him? No, she hasn't talked to me. But then I talked to Paul, and Paul's like, yeah, Dad told me this. Why this man's lying to me, I don't know. Well, you know, it's no secret. He thinks I did something to his daughter. What I'm getting at, Rosie, we've been through way bigger things behind her dad, always being in the middle of us. And I've never done anything to Kat. I have a domestic violence way back in the day when we were together, you know?
Yeah, you told me about that.
And so I'm thinking about all these things, like, why is he lying to me? What if, I mean, and I'm just saying, what if Bruce knows where Kat's at? What if he sent her somewhere? But then again, we all of us, family and friends, are like, Kat wouldn't leave the kids like that.
Right.
She
Well, you went through the text messages and you found that one under Maggie, the Paul one, and you found the other one under unknown. Obviously, you knew something was going on because of what her text messages said, because his was not, but you knew what it was leading to.
And then back to that, you know, that's what I'm getting at. Like, I already knew that she was doing something. So anyway, after I read all the text messages and she told me back to that, you know, yeah, on the third when we were in Walmart, yeah, I was talking to Paul. Okay. You know, and even before that, before the first of the year, when she was going to San Antonio to train, her and I had gotten into an argument and she even told Carmel this. I don't know if you told Carmel. Here lately it's been Kat. It's like she was trying to push me away from her. Like,
Carmel was?
No, Kat.
Oh, Kat.
Kat. And she was like, she would get mad at me for little stuff. Like, yeah, when I was doing bad things, yes, be mad at me, stay mad at me. And then I lost my job right before the first of the year. You know, I started working for Lori's. Well, this is right at first year. Started working for Lori's, and I got laid off because they weren't as busy as I thought they were going to be.
Right.
Well, she winds up getting mad at me about that, and she even tells me, you know, what's messed up is that, you know, Kathy tells me what's messed up is that this ain't even your fault this time, and I'm still mad at you. She would make comments that she's living in my past. My pastor will tell you that, because I've talked to my pastor about it, Curtis Benninghoff from the Pentecostal church I go to. He will tell you that a month ago I told him that I knew Kathy was cheating on me after I got baptized Easter Sunday, and I was just living through it. I was leaving it in God's hands. You know, I wasn't perfect. Right. This is what she's doing. We'll get through it. You know, she's at that age, I guess, I don't know, no disrespect, you know, to any woman. You know, y'all go through your things at a certain age. Her mom did the same thing to her dad at this age. They got divorced. She got married to another dude, you know, from Odessa. So these are all the things I'm thinking about.
They're leading up to what you're coming up to.
Yeah.
So when when the text messages, you saw them, what happened after she showed you the phone and you went through the text messages? You said something about, she said she was going to leave, but she didn't leave.
She says, I'm just going to go ahead and go. I said, that's up to you. and I went to the kitchen to wash dishes. And remember, I told her she went to the room. She didn't talk to me for a while.
Went to the bedroom, right?
Yeah. And I was in the kitchen washing dishes, and I was just like, you know, with that, with not an attitude, like in my mind, like, man, you know, how could she do this to the kid? And me, no, because like I say, I was never perfect. And she comes back out. She says, I'm just going to leave for a while, and I'll come back when I'm ready to talk about what we're going to do, you know, with the kids' wise, you know, and this and that. Either you stay in the house or I'll go to my dad's, whatever.
Okay.
So when I left to go get the kids,
right. So she was still at the house when you left to go pick up the kids. Who's the first one you went to go pick up?
Lee Adrian. I always pick up Lee Adrian first because Nate doesn't get out till 4:05.
Okay. And you picked them up at the Village Daycare Center? What did you go in? What
the truck.
The truck. Okay. So at the house, make sure I got this right, it's just going to be her by herself and her vehicle. And then from about what time did you go pick up Lee Adrian?
3:30 I left the house, so I had to have been there no later than 3:45.
Okay. And then at that point, did you go back to the house or did you go somewhere else?
We went to Nathan's school to wait for Nate.
And he goes to Alamo, if I remember, you told me correct. Correct? Okay, at Alamo, about what time do you think you got there?
It was before 4:05 because we always sit outside and wait for him in a parking lot.
Okay.
And he usually gets to the car. He comes from around the back of the school, so the bell rings at 4:05, so usually we don't see him till like anywhere between 4:10 and 4:15 at the latest.
And from there, after you pick up, of course you picked up Lee Adrian, then you pick up Nate. What happened after that?
We went to the house.
And when you get home, when you're pulling up, what do you see?
The car's there.
The car's there, okay.
So I figured she was still there, you know. And because sometimes we would have little disputes like this or a little quick argument, but that day it wasn't an argument. It was like, because it was no secret. And she had here lately, even Carmela tell you, she's, and another friend that I was talking to the day before yesterday said that she saw Kathy in HEB a couple weeks ago, and that Kathy looked her up and down like, you know, like she was just too good for Kathy.
When she lost that weight, she thought she was better than everyone.
And I'm not talking bad about my wife, Rosie, you know, but I went through the same thing when I was in the music business and dealing dope. I thought I was the doo-doo, you know. I thought I was all that, you know, and she used to tell me the same thing, you know. But
so when you get to the house and you see the car there, you pull up in the driveway, and then you go up in the house. Was the door locked or unlocked or what?
No, it was unlocked.
Okay. The screen door unlocked and the front door unlocked.
Well, we leave it unlocked a lot. Like that one night when you came to get the car and the keys were in the car, you're like, you just leave the keys in the car. We do that stuff there all the time. Now, at night when we go to sleep, we make sure the doors are locked. But it was unlocked. Okay. Anyway, we walked in. She wasn't there. So I figured Carmel had come to pick her up, you know, or one of the guys, you know. And because I remember talking to you last week, you know, that how was I to know if one of these guys had
done something or whatever?
No, had been in the house before already, and I didn't know about it. So
when you go in there, she's gone. Did you call her? Try to find out because what did you? What I'm trying to get at, did you call her when you knew she was gone?
No, because she told me she was going to leave for a while. And when Kat here lately, and Kat's always the type of person when she's in her little zone or mad or upset, just leave her alone. Because it just makes it worse with her, you know. And so I went to the kitchen. I told Lee go to the bed because Lee always, after school, Lee always goes to the bedroom with the TV tray. That's where he likes to eat his snacks and watch Netflix. So I went to the kitchen and got him something to munch on, went to the bedroom, and I noticed that 2 of Kat's pillows were gone in a blanket from the bed.
The 2 pillows, like you're telling me, if I remember right, it's like the kind from the Holiday Inn, those big long
she used to say that she'd confiscate them from the, like when she would go to San Antonio to train for HEB, she'd confiscate some pillows from the hotel room.
Do you know what kind of linen was on the pillows? What color or anything?
Like maybe brown or beige, like the same colors that are on the bed right now. She's still got one there that has, I don't know if y'all saw in the bedroom, there's a black pillow that's real soft and it's got black stuff all over it. It's her mascara. Because she got a habit of coming home from work when she gets off sometimes, and she'll just lay down and take a nap, and that pillow don't ever have a pillowcase in.
Okay.
You know, so.
And you said a blanket or a comforter?
Yeah, it was a comforter.
And what color is the comforter?
The same color as the one that's on the bed.
Maroon?
Maroon and gold.
And that's the one her mom got her or whatever?
Yeah.
That's the one you said was like a Korean made
Blanket.
What was the print on it?
I don't remember if it was lions or bears. I just know that the colors are maroon and gold, and it's that real soft, real
like the San Marcos.
Yeah. Like what we were talking about.
Okay. Do you notice any, like, her purse or anything like that gone or anything like that?
Her black Coach purse was gone.
Okay. When you get there and you notice her car's there, everything's gone, how about her phone?
Her phone was gone too. She's not going to leave anywhere without her phone.
Okay. And after that, after you left to go pick up the kids, you never physically saw her again? Okay. And then at what point did you call or check to get a hold of her, either by phone, calling her or texting her?
It was later that evening, I texted her to see if she was going to come home. And I don't remember if it was that day or Thursday when she told me to leave her alone and that she was going to stay with a friend. And I asked her, in between the next 24 hours, you know, I was like, this is enough already. This is BS already.
Right.
You know, she needs to, let us know, because the kids leave. It's hard to put Lee to sleep without one of us in the house. If one of us is gone, it's hard to put him to sleep.
And he's used to both of y'all.
Yeah, and so I don't remember if it was Thursday night. It was Thursday, I think. When I texted her to see if she was going to come home, she said, just leave. I texted her something. I remember at one point I texted her, she said, leave me alone. Then the next time I texted her, I was like, are you going to come home tonight? She says, I'm staying with a friend. And I said, with who? Carmel.
Right.
And she said, that's not any of your business.
Right.
And that's the last time I ever heard from her, because it was Thursday, because then Friday, texting her, she wouldn't answer the phone. Then tried to call her and the phone was off.
Right.
You know.
When you went to go pay for that check that you wrote, was it before you got home or after you left the house?
To get the kids? No, I went and paid for that after I got off of work.
Okay, and then you went to the house. Okay. Okay. Anything else you can think of besides until I show up at your house?
The only thing, Wednesday when I picked up the boys, they got a camera at Village. I can't remember if I was in the truck or the car. I'm thinking about that right now.
Okay, say that again. I didn't understand.
Wednesday when I went to pick
up
the kids, you'd have to go to Village. I don't know if y'all have. They've got a camera system. I don't remember if I was in, because the truck's dirty. The truck's always dirty. And I'm pretty sure I was in the truck, but I might have been in the car. I'm not for sure. I'm pretty sure I was in the truck, though.
Okay. But I was just wondering, because you said when you got home from the boys, you knew the car was home.
Yeah,
the black car.
I had to be in the truck. I know I drove the car it was later that day. I went to HEB, I think, and I drove the car.
Between going from work, did you go anywhere? Or you went straight to Tobacco Alley? Do you remember?
No, I went straight to Tobacco Alley.
Okay, and then from Tobacco Alley, you went straight to the house. And then from when you left there, you went straight to go pick up the boys. And then you came home, and that's when she's gone. You didn't go anywhere else that you can remember, not during that time period, by the time you get off work and pick up the boys. Is that the only places you went?
Yeah.
And then after you pick up the boys, at one point you end up going to HEB.
Yeah, because anybody will tell you that knows us, Rosie. I'm always with the boys. I don't even have a friend life anymore since when I met Mitch and them years back. You know, when Lee was born. Since Lee was born, I have people that I talk to on the phone, you know, but I don't go out no more. I don't drink, you know. I'm always at home, you know. So Kathy had more friends than me here lately.
I've listened because I want to make sure I got everything right. And I've listened to everything you said. I have some problems with some things I need to get cleared up. But there's some issues that I'm having with what you're telling me. I did, you know, I told you that I downloaded your phone to get those messages. But I'm going to tell you, I got a search warrant also for your phone through Verizon. And I got all your information from Verizon. I did the same thing to her phone. I don't have her phone physically, but I did a search warrant, and I got all the information from her cell phone. And obviously we know that she was cheating on you. That's no secret at all. And I can tell you before March that she's been cheating on you. Anyone in your position would be pissed off. I understand that you've done your stuff back in the past, but if she wasn't arguing, if y'all had arguments, y'all dealt with it, and y'all moved on, correct? And then y'all end up having Lee Adrian. So I can understand you being upset with her if she's cheating on you, because I would be upset. There's not, I mean, do you agree with me with that?
Yeah, anybody would be upset, but it wasn't upset enough to do anything.
Okay. And like I said, I did some research, and I found that you left work earlier than that, and you went to different places in town. Do you remember that?
I don't know. I'm always driving around. Where did I go?
Well, you went to different areas. But one thing that I do know is I have Kathy leaving HEB, because I went and got the video. I have her. She's wearing the pink shirt that you told me with the HEB, those black pants like you told me, and she has her hair up. She leaves the bakery. She checks her, clocks out, leaves in her vehicle in the black car, and comes home. Because she's at home. While she's at home and she's talking to you and texting you throughout the day, you had told her something about you were up here at the police station talking to the detective.
Oh yeah, that's because she's yeah. I went to Skip's house that day in between that time.
Okay.
I was trying to avoid her because she was mad at me about that $180 that I told you about. Yeah, I told her that I was at the police station talking to detectives about a stolen gun.
Okay, tell me about the stolen gun.
There was some words said that they thought that I stole the gun, which there's no truth to that.
Whose gun did you steal?
Chachi.
Chachi's, okay. Did you ever talk to Chachi about that?
No.
Okay. And that was just you kind of bluffing her, telling her you were here, but you were really at whose house?
Skipper's.
Skipper's. Okay. About what time did you get to Skipper's house?
I know it was before 2. It was before 2.
Okay. Because you got home about 2, I guess. So did you go pay the hot check first, or go to Skipper's first?
I went to Skipper's first.
Okay. And then you went to the hot check. Okay, then I'm going through her messages, and what I could read, while she's texting you, she's texting not Paul, but a different guy that she's having an affair with. And those are pretty risque text messages that I read. You probably read her side, but I read his as well, because I have those. And on there, it's about 12, almost 1 o'clock, and she said that that you were on your way. And I can see where y'all calling each other back and forth and texting, but mostly calling at that point. And you go to her house. While you're there, something happened. I know something happened there. I have no doubt. But I need to know if it was an accident, she attacked you, or something happened. I know something happened. You and I both know that.
Nothing happened.
Something happened.
Nothing happened, Rosie. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Me and Kathy had gotten into it before, and she scratched my face, things like that, my arms, my chest. Nothing happened that day. Nothing.
Well, as I'm going through her phones and stuff, there's a phone that she had a lot of conversations with Chachi, and so did you. And there's a particular one, which I'm not quite understanding, is on Friday the 13th. She's gone, and you have her phone and your phone.
No, I didn't have her phone. I had been on the computer, and this is something else I was going to tell you. Here recently, somebody changed the password to the computer. I can't even get on the computer to log on to see what our bill is. I saw that Chachi had called Kathy's phone. You can see this stuff through the computer, like when incoming call stuff come. So I know she had been talking to Chachi a lot because he thought that I had stole his roommate's gun or his gun, whoever's gun it was, one night when I was over there. So I texted him that Kat was asleep, and then texted him from, you can do this, because when I used to work with the DEA, and I would take Kat's phone with me, like when mine was dead, or take both phones, she would text me to the phone through the computer. She taught me how to do this. That's how I texted Chachi. I didn't have Kat's phone. I don't have Kat's phone.
Okay, first of all, the stuff I got didn't come from the computer. It came from Verizon, and it came from her cell phone. I'm going to tell you, he called Kathy. And you knew he called Kathy.
Through the computer?
Not through the computer, no, sir. Not through the computer.
Well, I don't know, Rosie, but I don't have Kat's phone.
You had it that day. And you know what else I know? When we did the search warrant, I did it for the cell site towers. And it shows to be at your house. Your phone is there, and her phone is there. All the way up to the 13th.
I've had my phone, and that's it.
Her phone is there as well. And I'm trying to find an explanation why her phone was at your house after she left on the 11th.
I don't know. Y'all searched the house, or y'all can search it again. There's no phone there.
After the 13th, I'm sure it's not there now, but I'm telling you, it was there up to the 13th. And that phone, those things come from the phone. It doesn't come from the computer. And it's showing at your house. Even when you went to Dino's Pizzeria, you had your phone in. Her phone was there along with yours. Because I was able to follow you.
I understand all that, but I didn't have her phone.
There's no other explanation. You had it. We're going to cross past that, but I know you had it. Now, I have other situations. I went ahead and pulled up her finances. What did you think I find?
I told you, I'm always using the birthday, the pin.
On that day, you said you went directly to the house. You went to and paid. You went to Skipper's, and then you went and paid, and then you went to the house and talked to her.
I went to the bank and pulled the money out to pay the dude from Tobacco Alley.
That's why I was asking. You didn't tell me that.
Well, I had to get the money from somewhere.
How much money did you withdraw?
$200.
Okay, and then from there, where did you go?
I went and paid Brian.
Okay, and then?
I went back to the house. And then went and got the boys.
How about?
Go first. And then went to the other one and got the money out. But like I say, I've always had access.
Yeah, I understand. But you went and withdrew money. Went to Tobacco Alley, and you went in that order.
That's what you're telling me, or asking?
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
I want to know why you're not telling me all of this.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
It seems like you're trying to hide it.
I'm not trying to hide it. You're asking me now, and I'm telling you. I'm not trying to hide anything.
Well, what I'm not understanding, and I'm trying to find out what happened, did she commit suicide at the house, and you found her like that, and you freaked out and thought we were going to blame you?
No. If anything happened at the house or she committed suicide, there'd be blood everywhere. Why
would there be blood everywhere?
I don't have time to. I wouldn't have had time to do anything to my wife, Rosie, and then clean something up before getting the boys. Nothing happened at the house. I didn't do anything to Kat. She didn't do anything to herself at the house.
Well, now you're talking about blood. We found blood in the truck.
I know that because Carmel told me you told her that.
I didn't tell her that.
Well, somebody told her that.
I don't know who told her, but I didn't tell her that. But I'm telling you, there's blood there. How did that blood get there?
I don't know.
Look, this is what I think happened. I think that she's cheating on you, definitely. You're hurt. She did something to you where you were either defending yourself, or either you attacked her because you wanted to, or you were defending yourself. It's one or the other. I think you were defending yourself, and you didn't mean to hurt her. But Kat didn't leave the house. Kat didn't leave with anybody. Those two other guys that she's with, they have nothing involvement. They're not even around the house. They don't even know where she lives. And I also did search warrants on their cell phones. And nothing around there. I know exactly where they were at that time. And you went from work over there to Skipper, and you have all these other phone calls to Damien, to Miss Rose.
Yeah, I call them all the time.
And she's all mad because you stole $180 and she was done with you. She told everybody at work she was done with you. And she said to you she was done with you. And she was mad because you were trying to get into her phone when she had a password. I got all that from her phone.
Yeah, and the day I got there, I didn't get into her phone. She opened it up for me to look at it.
And something happened.
Nope.
Nobody hurt her anywhere else. And she didn't leave that house. She wouldn't have left without her stuff. And she wouldn't have left without her kids.
That's what we've all said.
Yes.
Well, no, she would have left the kids with me because she knows I'm going to take care of them.
She wouldn't have left the kids for this long period. And she never left the house.
That we understand.
Okay, and she never left the house.
Well,
on her own. No, she didn't.
I'm not saying she did. I just said, well, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't do anything to her.
I think you did. And I'm trying to figure out, was it an accident, or did you purposely plan all this out to kill her?
Nope. I didn't make no plans to hurt her.
Well, everything else is showing that you did. And that blood that's going to be in the vehicle is going to be her blood.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I didn't do anything to Kat. That's all I know.
Then Kat did something to herself there. And you took her somewhere.
You're trying to make me... You're trying to put this on me either or. Did she commit suicide and I took her somewhere, or I planned to kill her, or...
Well, it was an accident. You were defending yourself.
Or it was an accident.
But it's something that happened between y'all two and nobody else. It's just y'all two. Yes, sir.
No.
There is no other explanation. And what we're trying to do is, you're talking about Lee Adrian can't be without her. Lee Adrian needs her.
Yeah.
But she ain't coming back alive. And you and I both know that. And when Adrian gets older, he's going to want a place to go visit her at her graveyard site. And we owe him that.
We all are.
We owe him that.
If that's what happened, we all are, but...
That's exactly what happened.
No. No.
Yes. Let's just try to get her back home.
What do you want me to do?
Tell me where you took her so we can bring her back home.
I didn't take her anywhere, Rosie. I didn't take her anywhere. I've been at home with the boys since that day. I did not take her anywhere. I've left the house to go see Damien, Skipper, Rose.
Because of the pain pills.
Yeah, but where would I have taken her?
You tell me.
You say you've been watching my cell phone?
I did a search warrant from that day.
Where would I have taken her?
Well, you had, like I told you, did you hurt her?
Nope.
Did you kill her?
Nope.
Did she attack you?
Nope.
Were you defending yourself?
Nope.
Did she commit suicide?
I don't know.
Did she commit suicide at the house?
Nope.
Well, she never left the house. Someone talked, and no one else, is just you and her at the house.
I understand what you're saying, Rosie, but when I left and we got back, she was gone.
When you left in her car. When you went to go pay, you say you went to Skipper's and you were in her car. When you went to go pay Tobacco Alley, you were in her car.
Yeah,
when you went to the bank, you were in her car. And you hadn't gotten home yet. Because you went to Skipper's first, and you said you paid Tobacco Alley first before you went home. How did you have the car? You went to Skipper or whatever. How did you have the car?
When I got home, that's why I'm telling you, I couldn't remember. I think I might have been in the car that day because I remember at the bank.
But you said that when you did all of that before you went home to talk to her, she had the car. I have her at the car, leaving HEB. There's no way you had the car.
Mm-hmm.
So all that happened after you were at her house, not before, like you told me.
What? I don't understand what you're saying. I had the car, but what happened before?
You said you went to Tobacco Alley. You money went to Tobacco Alley, went to before you went home, because you paid him the hot check.
Yeah.
Before you went home. No, you were at home first because you're in the car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You didn't go home. That's not what you told me.
That's why when I told you a while ago, Rosie, check the cameras at the village, I don't remember if I was in the truck or the car.
I'm not talking about the village. I'm talking about before that. You said you were at Tobacco Alley. You went home to talk to Kat to find out about the affair that she was having on you. How did you end up with her car before you even... There's no way. Explain to me how you ended up in the car. If you left work, you had the car. You went home first. I'm not confusing you.
No, you're just because a person don't tell you bit by bit everything. I know I went to the house first. I had Kathy's money on me already.
Right.
From that morning when I took it. I went home. I gave her that money. She shows me the text messages. I wind up leaving in the car.
But you paid Tobacco Alley before. You said you paid tobacco and did all that stuff before you got home to talk to her about, before she showed you the phone, before she went to the bedroom, before you went to the kitchen. You sent her a text saying that you paid Brian.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't at home yet because you were en route to the house. When you get to the house, you tell her or text her whatever that you paid Brian and that you gave her the $180.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But you were in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Then explain to me how you did all of this in the car and you had not been at home yet. You just told me you did all this first before going home.
Well, I'm telling you, I went home first then. That's why I told you a while ago that I couldn't remember if I was in the truck or the car. I do a lot. Me and Kathy both do a lot of things every day. I can't tell you bit by bit like a movie what I do and what I do first. I'm just telling you what I know I did that day.
Yes, and you're changing it.
I'm not trying to change anything, but you're sitting here telling me that one of 3 different things happened between me and Kat.
Yeah, because one of those things happened.
No, not between me and Kat. Not between me and Kat. We don't fight like that, Rosie. We don't fight like that.
That day something happened. Something like that did happen.
Mm-mm. Nothing happens like that. Nothing has ever happened like that. We don't fight like that.
That day something did happen.
I don't understand how you're being this adamant that I did something to her or she tried to do something to me and it was an accident back and forth, or I found her dead and moved her somewhere. There's nothing like that that happened. Nothing.
Well, you know how you said I was adamant? Because I know it. You and I both know it.
Mm-mm. You want to say that I did something to her or however.
I'm not saying, I'm telling you.
Mm-mm. I did not do anything to her. She didn't try to do anything to me. She didn't commit suicide and I moved her. However it is you're telling me I did it, I did not do that. And
you're at her house. I think, let me finish this. When you're at the house, you were upset with her. I mean, obviously you're going to be upset with her because she was cheating on you. It doesn't matter if you cheated her on the past or not. The point is that she cheated on you, and she had this other life from you, hidden from you.
We knew, everybody knew already. I knew it. That day was just because she was ready to go ahead and go and do her own thing. I'd already known for, like you say, back in March. I'd already known since back before the first of the year when she was going to San Antonio, she was doing it. I had that.
You couldn't prove it.
It wasn't about proving anything.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't about proving anything.
You tell me, you text all these other people on her phone. You text Paul. You text the unknown person.
I didn't text anybody.
That phone is at your house. Ain't no computer, no nothing, but you text them.
I didn't text anybody.
Because the language is different for the way she talked to them and to her friends.
I didn't text anybody, Rosie. I knew since the get-go, since that day you walked up, your whole attitude changed towards me when her father told her that, or told you that he was sure I did something to Kat. You've been a fucking dick with me ever since. No. Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Because when I walked in there, I was concerned for her safety. I asked to search her room. And what woman's going to leave behind her checkbook, her debit, her cards, debit cards, and all that?
She has more than one checkbook. She used to keep checkbooks in the safe at the cookie store. Other checkbooks in the safe at the cookie store. She used to keep a piggy bank in the safe at the cookie store.
She didn't leave and home free will.
Well, I didn't make her leave. I didn't take her anywhere. Nothing.
She didn't leave that house in her own free will. And I was just trying to figure out if there was a reason why. If you can tell me why it happened. So then you're just a cold-blooded killer.
No, I didn't kill anybody. I've never killed anybody.
You killed her.
I didn't.
So all this technology is lying.
It doesn't mean that I had her phone, Rosie.
It does. You had her phone. You told Chachi. How would you have known? And don't tell me through the computer, because everything I got was not from the computer. It's from her phone.
I don't know, Rosie. But I didn't do nothing to my wife. I want her to come home just as bad as anybody else.
Well, she's not going to come back home. And what I'm doing here is not for you. It's for Lee Adrian.
And Nathan.
Mm-hmm. They have the right to know where their mom is. They have the right to. They have the right to go somewhere to visit her.
I don't know where she's at. I don't know where she's at. I wouldn't do something like that to the boys.
You know what? I actually think you wouldn't do that for the boys. I don't think you woke up that morning and planned to kill her. I think it was an accident.
Mm-mm. Nope.
You decide. Either it was an accident or you're a cold-blooded killer.
Mm-mm. I don't have to decide on that because I didn't do either or. No, either or didn't happen.
It did. At the house. Or somewhere else. But it happened. She was scared to death to tell you about this. You're going to expect me to believe that she showed it to you?
She was not scared. The way she had been acting lately, she was not scared. Kathy wasn't scared of me like that. If she was scared of me like that, she known she could have gone to her dad's a long time ago.
Enough for her to tell people if anything ever happened to her, you did it.
That I don't believe. because
Yes.
we haven't been fighting like that.
She told someone that day before she left HEB. An employee, not Paul, another employee.
Nope. I don't believe that for 1 minute.
Well, I tell you, that's what she said.
We don't.
If anything ever happened to me, Paul did it.
You
did it.
That's he say, she say stuff, because we never fought like that.
This person has nothing to gain. Why would this person lie about something like that?
People do stuff like that all the time.
Not
Rosie.
about that.
Nah, you're trying to make me tell you something that didn't happen and that I didn't do.
Now I'm trying to get you to tell me the truth.
There's nothing to tell you. There is nothing to tell you. Nothing. Other than what I've told you.
What you told me is lies.
No, they're not. I don't know what else to say. Like I said,
Help me find Kathy and bring her home.
I don't know where Kathy's at, Rosie.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Like I said, where would I have taken her?
Or did you dump her?
Whatever. I didn't take her anywhere. I didn't dump her anywhere. You said you've been following me with the phone or whatever it was you did.
I went on that phone from that day. I can't follow you now on the phone. I did it from that day to see what happened on that day. Your phone, her phone, and the other two guys' phones. And her phone was with you up till the 13th. And she was gone.
Mm-hmm.
At your house.
I don't know, Rosie. There's nothing else that I can tell you. I don't know where she's at. I didn't dump her nowhere, and like I keep telling you, nothing happened between me and her, and I didn't do anything to her.
So you expect me to believe that she just walked out on her own and never came back?
I don't know, Rosie. She's been doing a lot of stuff lately that I don't know about.
All I found on her stuff is that she doesn't want to be with you anymore. That she wanted you out, and that you knew that you knew she was done with you.
She had been telling me that since before that day.
Yes.
I was just trying to work things out for the kids' sake.
She wasn't going to work it out. She was done with you. She was done with you stealing her money. She was done with you passing checks, not just one, but you did 2 at Tobacco Alley.
They didn't cash the other one.
It doesn't matter. You still took it. She knew about that. And the only reason he called her that evening, and then he called her that morning at 10 o'clock, and that's when she told you about that too. She said she was done.
Yeah, she called me when I was at work.
Mm-hmm.
But that was also, this stuff had been going on for a long time. Nobody's perfect. I ain't perfect. She's just like when we worked at the cookie store. That's how she got in trouble for the $30,000. She was skimming the register. She was always taking money.
We're not talking about her stealing.
I know that. I'm just saying. That's how I learned how to do that stuff. She did it. I wouldn't even see my paychecks. She would take my paychecks and forge my signature on them and deposit them. Just like my income tax check I was supposed to get. I never got that because she got it.
She was mad at you because you were stealing her money. You would pass. And when she disappeared, that's all you did. You went to all these different places.
I do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean
She said she was tired of it.
She didn't tell me
She
that.
told it to other people. And she told you she was done.
It doesn't mean I did anything to Kathy, Rosie. I didn't do anything to Kathy. I don't know where she's at. I didn't dump her body nowhere like you're saying. I didn't do anything to her.
What do you think should happen to a person that did something like that to her?
They should have to pay.
Pay like how?
I don't know, to go to jail, go to prison.
What are you more scared of right now?
I'm not scared of anything. I didn't do anything. I don't have anything to hide. Why would I be scared?
Because something happened to Kathy and you did it.
No. Didn't do anything.
Well, this is the opportunity that I'm giving you right now to get it cleared and let it work out in your favor because you're being honest and coming forward. And if you're not going to willing to take that, then it's just going to make you look like you did this all on your own and did it purposely.
How does that make anybody look like that?
Because it's what it is.
You just want me to tell you something I didn't do so that you can be, all right, bam, we got him to tell us. But then you're sitting there telling me that if I don't tell you, it's going to make me look bad?
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Because all it's showing is that you're not willing to come forward and take care of your business and be clean about it.
I'm not being clean because I didn't do anything. I don't have anything to be honest about Kathy. I didn't do anything to her.
You have nothing to be honest about, Kathy?
As far as doing something to her, I didn't do anything to her. How am I going to tell you I did something to her when I didn't?
Because we all know you did.
I didn't do anything to her, Rosie.
She's not going to come back alive. She's not out there. And her dad's not hiding her. Her brother's not hiding her. She's not with those guys. They're not hiding her. And she's not going to leave her kids. Besides those two guys, I can't find anyone else that she's with.
I don't know, Rosie.
That blood that was in the truck, you can't explain that.
I can't explain it because I don't know about the blood in the truck. I don't know what to tell you, Rosie. I just know I didn't do what you're saying I did. You're going to sit here and stare at me all day?
I was saying, you're going to tell me.
I don't have anything to say. There's nothing to tell you. I keep telling you that. I keep telling you that. There's nothing for me to tell you.
So you're going to say that some random guy went in there in your house?
I'm not saying that either.
Okay.
I'm not saying that either. Kathy used to go for walks too. You know, there's anything that could have happened. It doesn't mean that I did it. You wanted me to tell you something that I didn't do.
Is there another explanation that I don't know about?
I don't know, Rosie. Y'all, I've been sitting around thinking about everything too. Like I say, me and Kat didn't fight like that. and mental since I've been sober, you know, off of alcohol and dope.
Being sober off of that, you're not sober. Because if you were sober, you wouldn't be doing painkillers.
I understand that. I'm talking about, I said alcohol and dope. I said
dope
alcohol
is also
and dope.
pain pills.
So you keep topping something off with something else, and this is stupid. I didn't do anything to my wife, Rosie.
I'm going to step out for a little bit and I'll be right back.
Yeah, round 2.
Whatever.
Can I talk to him for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mitch, don't even start, dude.
Just settle down.
Oh, man.
Listen, I'm going to tell you straight up, looking at you, I don't think you did anything.
Well, you know, like, why is she
Relax.
just drilling me like that?
Because that's her job.
I know, but
That's her job. And they're trying to figure out what happened. The only thing that bothers me is I don't think you did anything to her. I've known you for a long time, and I watch how you act, and I've talked to you a bunch of times. But I'm telling you, something happened. I don't think you did anything to her. But I think you know where she's at.
I don't
Hang
know.
on. And the reason, and I'm not going to bang you up, and I'll just get out of here and leave in a minute. But here's the deal why I think that is because I've known you for a while. I've known you for a long time. I've helped you out. I've always been straight up with you. I'm not going to blow smoke at you and all that stuff. I don't think you did anything. But I think something happened that you're not involved in, and like if she did something to herself or something happened. And I think because of your feelings for your kids and all that stuff, that you might have not wanted them to see it, and you might have moved something. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I can look in your eyes and tell I don't think you did anything. I've known you for a long time, but I know you know where she's at.
I don't know where she's at, Mitch. Those are games too.
No, I'm not playing a game with you.
You're telling me that you don't believe I did something to her, so I can go ahead and tell you, yeah, okay.
No. I believe that because the way you looked at her when you were answering her. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to tell you, the way you looked at her when you're answering her, when you said I didn't do anything, it was a very, very good answer. But when she said, did she do something to herself, and you adamantly said I did not do anything to her, I'm just telling you, I've watched you for a long time. I've interviewed you on other things. So I know how, and I know how much you like, I mean, your relationship with your kids. I've seen you at school. I've seen you take your kids to school. So I know all that stuff. And I'm not going to play games with you. And I'll get out of here and leave in just a minute. But I'm just telling you, you're going to have to step up for their sake. And if you didn't do it, you know who, I'm not saying did anything criminal to her. I'm not saying any of that happened because I don't know. I'm just saying I believe that for whatever reason, people make strange decisions under stress, that somebody thought it was a better idea that A to happen as opposed to B.
I understand what you're saying, Mitch.
So, but like I said, I'm going to tell you, and I'm not blowing smoke at you. I can look in your eyes and I watch how you answer the questions. You got a bunch of other stuff going on here with, I don't know, whatever pills, and nobody cares, and hot checks, and nobody really cares, but that's clouding your ability to specifically pinpoint certain things that happen during certain periods of time. And that makes you look bad. You know it. You've done this. You understand this. So being able to recollect specific circumstances on a day that's obviously very traumatic, you know that you have to be able to do that. You've got to have a better recollection. And like I said, they think you did it. You may have. I don't think so, but you very well may have. But they're going to do their job, whatever that may be. I know you. They asked me to come over here and talk to you. I watched you. I hadn't said a word. You know I don't yell, and I don't scream, and I don't do any of that stuff. But I'm going to tell you that I believe that you didn't do anything to her. But something's happened. Something's going on. And you better get right with whatever that may be.
I understand that, Mitch.
So, I mean, if it's, something strange happened, an OD, or something like that, and you don't want your kids to see that, everybody can understand that. but you got to come right with it, okay?
All right.
All right, so think about it.
All right.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Maybe I won't get out of here. I'll have to hang out till they come back in. You not working anymore?
No, I haven't worked since all this stuff started going on because I can't afford the daycare with Lee.
All right. I'll go get you one. Let me ask you about this right quick, and then I'll go get you some. And I was half paying attention, but basically, they think you have her phone, and you're saying you don't.
I don't have her.
You don't have. Have you ever had it?
Just when we're at home and we would before.
No, I'm talking about since this time. Have you had her phone at any time?
No.
Because you know that phone stuff is what we do, and so I'm going to tell you that it's going to ping where it pings. I mean, it's going to be where it's at, where these GPS coordinates say it's at, and it's going to say it's at your house at the same time as your phone is. Okay, and then there's a text message with you and this whoever Chachi is about her being asleep.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Well, and obviously she wasn't asleep. Why'd you say that?
I said I did it off of the computer because I wanted to know what they were talking about.
Yeah, well, the problem, I'm going to tell you, and I'll give you this right here. I can tell you it wasn't from the computer. And I mean, I'm being honest with you. I can tell you it's not on the computer because if you would have sent it from your computer, the UTC code, the timestamp, would have been different because it would have been where you're sitting, not where Verizon is on their phone. Okay? So I'm going to tell you, you did not send this text message from a computer. It was sent from a device. And the reason I know that is because of this universal time code. Okay? Can't be sent from the computer because your computer is sitting in the central standard time zone because that's where you're at. You know, it tells you the time where you're at on your computer. Okay? The phone companies use what's the old Greenwich Mean Time, but now it's called Universal Time Code. So, looking at what they got from their search warrant, this came from her device.
But I didn't send that text
Okay.
message.
Well, then
I mean, I know what that says.
you said she was asleep, and you said, hey, you knew she got a text.
Yeah, through the computer.
No, you didn't, because look,
Computer.
I'm telling you, it came through her device. You saw her phone. You saw this message on her phone. So, man, I can't get you past that. I mean, I'll take up for you all I can, but I can't get you past that.
I understand.
And so I know you had her phone. And that's not helping you. You're probably making this a whole lot worse. It's bad, don't get me wrong, not for you, but I'm talking about the situation. You're probably making it a whole lot worse than if you just told what happened.
Nothing happened
Okay.
between me and Kat.
I didn't say it did between you and her, but the situation happened. Something happened that you ended up with her phone and texting back and forth with people. That, whether it may be completely righteous, that doesn't look good. And now that you've lied about it, you've got to get in front of it. Because this, I'm going to tell you, I'm a nuts and bolts dude, and you cannot, like I said, I believe you. I believe you didn't do anything. But you can't get past this is black and white. And so I know you used her phone. I mean, like I said, you do what you think you need to do, but you used her phone. And I know you're pissed off that the way they treated you and the way the cops acted towards you, I understand all that. But you're not going to get past this. It's not getting passable. You can say whatever you want to say, and they'll either believe you or you don't. But this, you cannot get past it.
I don't know, Mitch. But I know I didn't do anything to my wife, man, and Rosie's just adamant.
And that's fine. You tell me what happened then.
Nothing happened.
Okay, nothing happened between you. You keep saying that, and I believe you.
And I didn't get home and find Kathy dead or anything like that.
Okay, then what happened? You know she just didn't run off. Come on, dude. Y'all had troubles before. You told y'all separated 7 years ago. You've been together, what, 12, 14 years?
Like 19,
Yeah,
almost 20.
19, 20 years. There's bumps in the road, and she may have been going on her way, but you know things don't end like that. This is not TV, just like you said. It's not a movie. I can't tell you everything I did, but you know it also don't end like a movie. You got to tell, because you got an idea. You may not have done anything. And again, I'm going to tell you, sit right here and tell you 100% the truth. I don't believe you did anything to her. And I'm looking you man to man, eye to eye. But you better be able to figure out this situation. Because you're not going to get past this.
Okay, but with this, but what am I supposed to figure out, Mitch? I didn't do nothing to Kat. I don't know where she went.
Then why did you have her phone?
I didn't have her phone.
Spider-Man, there's no way. You can't get past this. You had her phone. And it may have been because she left her phone. I don't know. And I don't really care. But you're not going to be able to get past this. Because these text messages from you to him and from her to him are too close. The phones are at the same location when the message was sent.
Regardless, Mitch, if I tell you I had her phone or I don't tell you I have her phone.
I know, you didn't do anything to her. I got you.
But still, that's not what I'm getting at. Rosie's going to put me in jail today regardless.
Oh, I don't think so. But I don't know anything about that. But what I'm saying is, you're not going to get past this. And you know I'm going to straight up shoot with you. I mean, that's just all it is. You had her phone. For whatever reason you had her phone, I don't know. And nobody will know unless you tell them. They may believe you and they may not. But at least you're going to tell your side of the story. Because right now, your side of the story ain't getting told. They're only going on what they got and what they believe. And that ain't helping you.
And Rosie believes I did something to Kat.
Yeah, she does. She does. Now again, I truthfully do not believe you did anything to her. But I believe there's some situation that happened that caused you to have her phone and caused you to try to cover up something.
I didn't cover up anything.
Well, I'm talking about cover up her not being there or whatever because you said she's asleep. And I'm not talking about covering up a crime. That has nothing to do with it.
Can I get something to drink?
Oh, yes. What would you rather? Is it Coke or?
Yeah, Coke.
It's fine. I'm done.
And Christmas can't still.
Like I said, dude, I'll get you past a bunch of this, but I can't get you past having her phone unless you tell them why you have her phone and where the hell the phone is.
I don't know where the phone's at, Mitch.
Okay, where was it the last time you saw it?
When she had it on the 11th.
Dude, this text message is on the 13th. Okay, and I mean I'm all with you, except you're not going to get past this. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. That's what we do. They don't do so much of that. I do this all the time. These phones. I do it every single day. And I'm telling you, you're not getting past these right here are from your phone and her phone. They're close in proximity, and based on the GPS coordinates, they're at the same place. I can't get you past it. So you better come up with a reasonable explanation of why that happens. I mean, I mean, I can show you the science of it. I can show you the...
I don't need to see all that.
I mean, you probably know more about it than I do.
Nah, I don't know nothing about all that. Where's Rosie? I need to ask her if I need to call my friend.
Well, she's mad at you. I mean, you're mad at her. She thinks you're mad at her.
Damn right I'm mad at her. She's been treating me like fucking crap since day one and lying to me.
But think about it. You put yourself in this situation. And I don't know all the facts, so don't get me. I'm not even going to talk about them because I don't know all the facts. But whatever the facts they got, they believe something happened. And they believe you had something to do with it. So if you were over here and you believe something happened, what would you be doing?
I'd be trying to
the
get
same
someone to tell me the
thing.
truth. Yeah.
Same thing. So, but you can't take it personal, and I realize that's not possible. I got you. It's not possible. I realize, but you can't take it personal. That everybody's got their own beliefs. You have your own beliefs.
She's had it like that since day one when fucking Kathy's dad told her what he told her because that man ain't never like, you can't milk a fucking cow that ain't for milking. You know,
yeah,
ain't got
I got you.
You know? And she's adamant that I did something to Kat and I didn't, man.
Okay, that's great.
We've been through way worse things than that, Mitch, and I didn't. Never. So what if she was telling people she was done with me? That's been said before too, and we stayed together.
Oh, exactly. It happens every day. I mean, it happens every day. Probably multiple times. And like I said, I believe you didn't do anything to her. But I can't get you past some of the hard evidence that they're going to use, unless they got a better explanation, they're going to use to make you look bad. Unless you got a better explanation. I mean, I went and looked at the actual return from Verizon. Okay? I looked at both phones' cell phone coordinates, the timestamp between the text that was happened before and the text, because obviously I knew when she texted you at some point and you text her, you weren't at the same place. When she says, I'm at work, and I checked the universal timestamp on that to where it shows it's coming from to your house. Mm-hmm. To your work at Potbelly or whatever that is, and they're in different places. So it shows. So when these two are this close together, but both phones are in the same place, man, that's bought and paid for. I can't fix it, and I can't change it. That is what it is. So, all I can tell you is this is going to look real bad unless you have an explanation of why it happened. A reasonable explanation of why it happened. And I can tell you, and you know it as well as I do, for whatever reason, she may have been gone, but you're texting on her phone. And I don't blame you. I'd have been trying to find out what was going on too.
Look, Mitch, I'm going to tell you this, but I know it's just going to lead to something else. So,
okay,
she's going to be, and I know they're listening. Whoever,
oh yeah, you know that.
It's going to lead to, okay, well, if you're lying about this, then what else are you fucking lying about?
That's right. It will. Hang on, it will. Except at least you will have a voice in this. Because right now, you do not have a voice in this.
Hey, look, the day she gave me the phone,
okay,
I took off with it.
All right.
When I left to go pay Brian and pick up the boys, I left with the phone and wouldn't give it back to her, and left the house.
Okay.
So when we got back and she was gone, I figured either she went to her dad's or Carmel picked her up.
So you're saying that she had her phone. When she showed you the text messages, you took it.
Yeah, I took the phone and left.
I would too. So you left, but once you come back, she's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the phone?
I had it.
I know, but where is it at now?
It's probably in the house somewhere. Lee's been playing with it because it has games on it.
Okay. You need to get that and let them have it. Because then you can they can look at it and see that there's not a bunch of other bad shit going on it. Mm-hmm. And you have your voice in it. Okay? So, like I said, and You know as well as I do. Yeah, it'll come up. Well, if you lied about that, what else you lied about? I'm going to tell you. I don't believe you did anything. But just like I told you, you're going to have to man up at some point. If there is something, I'm not talking about you doing anything criminal. But if for people get messed up in the brain and you think, man, I'm going to get in trouble, the kids, I'm going to lose my kids, all that stuff can happen. And if I move and take this, maybe she went out and she committed suicide or whatever. Or you found her that way and you moved her.
Now I'm not talking smack about my wife. That's a big girl, Mitch. I got a bad back. I can't pick up a lot of stuff.
All right.
You know, there's if something like that had happened, there's no way I could have picked her up by myself.
Okay. Did anybody help you?
No.
Okay. Well,
No.
there you go. See, now you got some stuff that you can try to work. What do you think happened?
Honestly, she was it's like I told Rosie yesterday when I was letting her see my phone about the suicide stuff. Here lately, Kat, she's gone through a lot of changes, Mitch. She won't talk to me. She'll tell her friends all kinds of stuff like this shit. If something happens to me, it wasn't an accident, it was Juan. But I don't believe that for 1 minute.
I don't know that anybody said that.
You know,
I mean, obviously, I don't have any personal knowledge.
You know, and I'm not saying Rosie's lying, but I know how this. She already lied to me several times in the past week and a half. What else would she fucking lie about just to try to get?
You know the game.
I've lied to people before to get them to tell the fucking truth. Mm-hmm. She ain't getting nothing out of me because there ain't nothing to tell like that.
Okay.
You know, the only thing she was upset with herself even before that day. You could tell. Because Carmel even told me when she came to the house the other night after she came up here and got questioned that, you know, Kathy had told me that, you know, maybe she should break it off with both of these guys and just work things out with you. That it really wasn't you here lately, it was her. And that she was finding, you know, little excuses here and there just to be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave them and do what I... Kathy wanted to live her own life already. So I don't know, like...
How old are you?
44.
How old is she?
41.
Okay.
Like I told her before that day too, you know, you waited till you were over 40 to do all this crap. Why did you do it when I was doing it? You know?
So again, what do you think happened?
I think she just left, Mitch. Now,
if she just left, where would she have went?
I don't know, Mitch. If she left, I just hope she didn't do anything to herself because she was upset with herself, you know, and...
Well, that's why we need to work hard to find her.
Well,
Hopefully alive.
It's just like I asked Rose the other day, you know, we want to put together, you know, some people to look for Kat. Well, where are you going to look? If I knew where she'd be at, we'd be looking too.
Again, people have personality conflicts, okay? She's doing her job. You're trying to take care of your family. There's always a conflict, okay? It happens that way. Not that, I mean, in different circumstances, it may not be like that. But that's how it is. She's doing her job, and you're trying to protect your family. I get it. So nobody's going to hold that against you. So, like I said, if you think she's done something to herself, where would she have went?
It's like I told Rosie last week, she's been so secretive here lately, I don't know.
And how would she have gotten there? And how would she have told somebody to come get her? I mean, think about those things and tell me. Maybe you may have a lot better idea about it than we do.
I don't know, Mitch. I don't know.
I'm going to ask you. I'm going to look. I want you to look me right in the eye, and I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Did you do anything to your wife?
No, sir,
Okay.
I didn't.
If you didn't, did you find her when she had done something to herself?
No. I don't. And if she had done something to herself, I don't believe she would have done it right there in the house for us to find her. She knew I was going to get the kids. Why would she want the kids to see something like that?
Okay. So after she's gone, and you know she's left before and walked around or gone wherever, and she shows back up in a certain amount of time. At some point, you start wondering, well, obviously all this stuff about you calling her and texting her, why were you doing that?
Because I wanted to see where she was at.
The problem is you had her phone.
I know. But I was texting these people because I wanted it to be like, okay, well, Kat, you're here with us. Who's got your phone?
Okay. So you're you were texting people, acting like you were her, to try to get people to say, "Who the hell is this?" Okay, to see if you could figure out where she was at. Anybody in particular that you had an idea that she might go to?
Just those two guys that she was fooling around with in Carmel.
Who's Carmel?
Carmel Wynn. Her sisters, or I guess it's her sister, yeah. Crystal's married to Dimitri, a police officer, black guy.
Yeah,
here.
I have no idea.
Anyway, it's her best friend. It's supposed to be her best friend.
Okay. So you thought, but you've talked to her since. So obviously she doesn't know where she's at, or you don't believe she knows where she's at.
No, she just told me. I don't believe anything that comes out of that girl's mouth.
Okay, she just told you she didn't know where she was at. Let me ask you this: if you had to make an assumption, what would you think? Where would she go?
Dallas. She's got a lot of family in Dallas.
So how would she got there? Do you have any idea?
I don't know, Mitch.
She don't have any money, right?
She had money on her when she left that she had gotten from her father.
How much?
I know it was at least $500.
Okay.
That's why she left me the bank cards.
Okay, so she had some cash. So maybe she went to Dallas. Okay. Now they asked you a couple of deals about blood in a car. You don't have any idea.
I don't know nothing about that. I know this, that we had a bunch of prepaid phones that, remember Steve? He had given me back when we were doing that DEA work, the prepaid phones. I know a couple of those phones are missing from the drawer that they were in. Maybe
Do they still work?
All you got to do is
Activate them.
Activate them. You know, and she knew those phones were there when I took her phone from her.
Okay.
You know, but
so you really think that she may have ran off somewhere?
I think she left Mitch. Mitch, my son, my 13-year-old, y'all can bring him and talk to him and ask him however you need to. He has been upset here lately because Kat won't spend time with him anymore. When she's off of work, she makes sure Lee goes to daycare. Lord forbid if Nate says, like today, he stayed home because his teeth are hurting from, his braces being removed. Lord forbid if Nate's got a fever, because she's going to check it till 7:59 the next morning to make sure he goes to school so she don't have to be at home with nobody.
And that's just recent, right?
Yeah, the past 3 months since,
It didn't happen that way before that.
Nathan will tell you, man, Dad, when Mom's home, how come she don't want to do nothing with us? She don't cook for us.
Are they both her children?
Yeah.
With you?
No, Nate, I've been raising him since he was 2 months.
But he's her with somebody else?
Leon Lujan, you might have known.
Okay, but the other...
The other one is mine and hers.
Okay.
Yeah. And don't want to do nothing with the shit. When she's here, all she wants to do is be in the room playing the Kindle, Dad, and watching People's Court, and Nathan's been real upset about that. And all I tell Nate, hey, Nate, Mom's going, because he's old enough to understand. He heard me and Mom talking one day. He says, Dad, Mom's cheating on you. What's wrong with her? And I'd be like, Nate, Mom's going through some things. People go through things sometimes. I said, your daddy did it to your mom too, and because he heard his mom say, he asked me, what does a resentment mean? I said, it's when you stay mad at somebody about something for a real long time, because he heard his mom say, my problem with you, babe. She was talking to me. It was a week after I got baptized at church on Easter Sunday. She says, my problem with you is that I live in your past. And she told Carmel, I'm using his past as an excuse for me to do what I'm doing. Honestly, I don't think anything's happened to Kat.
Think she just, and she'll eventually show back up.
Yep. Her mom did it to her dad. Bruce will tell you that. For months, back when me and Kathy were first together, he was going crazy, looking for her, because she just got up and left one day. She just got up.
But she can't make it without her family, right? Is there any way she could survive 10 or 11 days? Because she can't do it on $500. Unless she's got somebody she's staying with. Or...
I don't know. Like I say, Mitch, I don't know. Here lately, I don't know nothing about Kat.
And try to think of something, who she might be with. When you think about this. And the other thing is, you're going to have to get that phone to them. And the second thing is you earlier claimed you used your computer to try to get into this because there's a password on it.
Well, honestly, now I can't get in the computer.
Okay.
Here recently, somebody changed the password to that Verizon account. The only person that could have done that was Kat. That's why I say I don't believe.
When was it changed?
When
And
did
it
I
tells
tell
you that on your computer.
No, I know because when I went to log in with the passwords that we had, it wouldn't let me. It said it was
When was
invalid.
okay? Previous to that, when had you been able to log in?
Ooh, like a month ago.
Okay, so it could have been changed any time from a month ago back. All right.
No, because a couple of weeks ago I was on there.
Okay, so is it a like a what kind of is it a laptop computer? It's a standalone computer.
Tower, yeah.
That you said you logged on and initially said you were texting. Have you sent any text from that computer?
No, not recently. I did it like some months back because I couldn't find my phone.
Okay. Would you have a problem with them doing a forensic check on that computer?
No, they can take it. I've been cooperative with them since day one, Mitch.
Okay.
Since day one, you know?
All right, let me go talk to them.
I just know that the passwords on that Verizon account are changed because I wanted to get on there. It was sometime this past week. I got on there to see how much our bill was, to see what I could do about paying it because I haven't been working since this has been going on. And the username and password that I put in, it said it was invalid. And the only person that would have or could have changed that is Kat. Now, when she did it, I don't know.
Okay. Now, here's the deal. Rosie may come in here and talk to you again.
I don't want to talk to that lady no more.
Okay, well, that's fine. Then you don't have to. But here's the deal. They're going to, I don't know who's going to, because I guess they picked you up, right? So they're going to send, I assume, you need to go get them the phone, and you need to get them that computer. And then you need to think and figure out how to help find out where the hell she's at. I know, but you're not might be able
I'm not trying to get out of it. I know, and I've been trying. I've been going to my friend Rhonda's trying to figure.
Who's Rhonda?
Oh, she used to be my manager in the music. Here, I'll show her to you real quick.
Where's she live?
She lives way out in the, where the Walmart is right here on the west side. If you, you know where High Sky Ranch is at?
Oh yeah.
She lives out there past High Sky Ranch where the new rigs are at. We've been going out there because she's always been a real good friend of the family. She's even told me, man, Juan, I've been around you for years when I managed you in the music. She says, I don't believe you did anything to Kat. Her brother told me that.
Is somebody helping you with the kids?
She'll help me. Like I told her yesterday, I said, when I had to come up here, if I need you to keep the kids, because I don't want the family to take, the family won't even talk to me, just Paul. So I don't trust them with my boys for them to take them and not let me have them back, Okay. And so she's there for us right now. Okay. Like the past couple of nights, we've gone over there and she's cooked dinner for the boys, done stuff.
So when you get them out of school, whatever.
Okay. Like the past couple of nights, we've gone over there and she's cooked dinner for the boys, done stuff.
So when you get them out of school, whatever, you have them the whole time, right? You're with them
all the time. Kat's always at work.
No, I'm talking about since.
Yeah.
Since. So if you go somewhere, they're with you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to eat or you go wherever, they're going with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I'll leave them at the house. Was today Tuesday? I'll leave them at the house like Sunday when I ran up the street to HEB. I just recently got banned from both HEBs that day. So let me see if I can. This is her right here.
She used to be your band manager or something?
Yeah, my hip-hop manager. That lady right there.
On the left?
Yeah. That's her right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
She married or?
Yeah, she's married to John. I can't even say.
So you go up with them and eat dinner with their family?
Yeah, the past couple of days. When she found out what was going on the news, she called me like that. Was like, Juan, what the fuck's going on? And
okay. All right. Well, let me go check on this, and I'll get another detective. Somebody, I don't know who brought you up here. So
Melendez or Mendez, something like that.
All right. Well, hang on just 1 second. You need another drink, or you good?
Yeah, I'll take another one.
Good luck. Shit.
See, that's her calling me right now.
Who?
Rhonda.
You can talk to her.
Hello?
So she said that
What's up?
the reason she shot me.
Oh, I'm up here at the detective station. Been up here since like 9:45. Oh, they're drilling me. Yeah. No, she's sitting here. She's sitting here telling me that she knows I did something to Kat. Yep. Yeah. And then she said Kat, that day, the day that Kat left the house on Wednesday, that Kat was leaving work, and that she told somebody, if something happens to me, it wasn't an accident. Juan did it. That's what I fucking want to know. Like just all of a sudden, and they're sitting here listening to me through the glass, and 48-hour ass having motherfuckers sitting here. Yeah, like I said, you're adamant. You want me to tell you that I did? So she says, I'm adamant because I know you did something. Yeah, but all of a sudden one day she decides to tell somebody that if something happens to her, I did it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the things that I told her don't add up, and that I lied about this and that, and like just about what I did that day when Kat supposedly left the house, you know. So then she says, look, one of a couple of things or a few things, however what she said it happened, you either killed Kat, she says, or it was an accident because you were defending yourself because Kat, you know, tried to do something to you, or she committed suicide in the house and you moved the body. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 So she's like, I'm not doing this for you, I'm doing it for the Adrian. And I looked at her, I said, and Nathan? And she's like, yeah. She's like, that way they have somewhere to go visit their mom when they get big. So just tell me where she's at. And I'm like, you want me to tell you something I don't know nothing about, dude? Oh, she said she ruled them out. She said she ruled them out already, and that Kathy was living a double life, and that both of those guys didn't even know that she had both of those guys in the dark she was messing with. No, Kathy, both of those guys Kathy was messing with didn't know about each other. Yeah, they knew about me. Yeah, the detective, the DEA detective that met me way back when I got in trouble. He's been in here, and he tells me straight up, look, looking at you and listening to you, I ain't said a word. He says, I know you didn't do nothing to Kat. He says, but you know, I don't even know whether to believe him or not. I don't know how these people work. They like me and you were talking the other day. People tell people lies just to get the truth. You know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like I told him you can't milk a cow that ain't got titties for milking, you know? So then he's like, I don't believe you did anything, and I don't remember how he said, but I believe you know something happened and you had to cover something up so the kids, or if I do know that something happened and try to cover it up for the kids' sake, I need to let them know. And I'm like, see, there you go. I didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. All right, well, they're probably waiting for me to get off the phone. I can see him through this glass over here. And he's all, Rosie's going to want to talk, so I don't want to talk to her no more. The Rodriguez lady. I told her straight up, you've been being a fucking dick with me since day one. Since Kat's dad told you what he told you, you've been being a dick with me since then. Probably one of the dudes she was dicking down. They're gonna say anything, you know? Like, I swear, I swear to God, if Kathy is alive somewhere and she's like the shit that I'm going through right now, she better not ever talk to me again. Yeah, because Nate was a mama's boy, and that's why I told you. Nate here lately had been upset with his mom because she don't do anything with him no more, and he's a mama's boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I already knew it was coming. I already knew since the get-go, the way she's been treating me, that she was going to come at me like this sooner or later. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, well, let me let you go because they're probably going to... Okay, all right, bye-bye.
Back home.
Is there somewhere I can use the bathroom first?
Yeah.
You said we can get that laptop and that.
No, it's not a laptop.
Here.
Hey, fine. Reason I was here, I got a letter from you saying you want to talk to me.
Yeah.
So I'm here to talk to you.
I just wanted to know if y'all know anything yet, because I haven't been able to talk to anybody.
Okay. Well, before we get started to talk, because you're not free to go or anything, you are in custody. I have to advise you of your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent and not make any statement at all. Any statement you make may be used against you at your trial. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to and during any questioning. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you're unable to employ a lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed to advise you prior to and during any questioning. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have the right to stop or terminate the interview at any time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you willing to talk to me about Kathy? I know you're the one that requested to speak to me in regards to Kathy. So, what did you want to talk to me about her?
I just wanted to know if y'all found anything out.
Yeah, we found some stuff in the investigation, yes. Stuff that I need to get cleared with you because there's some discrepancies of what you told me than what I'm finding out. Are you willing to talk to me and try to get that discrepancies cleared up?
Okay.
Okay. We're going to go over what you told me from the beginning, from that morning. Tell me what time she left again.
She left for work at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Well, before 2 o'clock, she has to be at work at 2.
Okay. And she left in what vehicle?
The black car.
The black car. And then between her and you, I know that you say you get up at 6, and I know that you told me that you, when she leaves, you can't sleep very well, that you toss and turn, and you basically wake up every 30 minutes to an hour. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And after she left, did y'all ever talk to on the phone?
I don't remember.
Okay. Y'all did text,
Yeah.
and the text was in reference to what?
The money.
The money. Okay. Because the money was gone from her purse. And that's the $180, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did y'all also text about her coming to pick up the kids, or was it just the money?
No, the kids.
Okay.
She wanted to know if she needed to be there by 6:45 to pick them up.
Okay. And the reason she had to be there at 6:45 is because she takes Lee Adrian to the daycare, and then somehow, somewhere, either Nathan walks to the school, or she takes him, or he takes the bus, but he ends up going to school.
Yeah.
When you did, at 6 o'clock, you woke up, and then from there, you went, she gets home at 6:45, give or take, and she's going to take Lee Adrian. You leave. Where did you go to?
I went to work.
Okay, and that's Potbelly. Are you sure you worked that day, or do you just show up at work?
No, I worked.
Okay.
I mean, you can prove that I
Yeah,
worked.
Potbelly's telling me you didn't work that day. Their records are. That's why I'm trying to get to clarify.
It's because they never had me a time card. They were writing my time down
Yes.
that I was working, and that was the last day that I worked there.
Okay, because I know their stuff that they're giving me, and what they're telling me, saying that you did not work that day, and that you weren't on the sheet saying you were supposed to work that day.
I was never in the computer. They never got me a time card for the time that you're supposed to have a card to clock into the computer. They never had one, so they had me writing it down on pieces of paper and taping it to the computer, the face of the computer, the monitor.
Okay. So then it might be an error on them saying that you weren't at work. Yes?
That's, I would say so.
Okay, but you definitely did work on that Wednesday. Okay, and you get there at 7 o'clock in the morning, up to what time?
I was off before 1 or 1 at the latest.
Okay, you left. From there, and I'm going to believe that you did go to work. I don't have a problem with that. It's just Potbelly's telling me you didn't. But I know, because remember I told you I did a search on your phone, so I know that you were at Potbelly. So, but they were also telling me that you show up sometimes just to go up there and BS with the guys and talk, even though you didn't work. Could that be something that happened?
That didn't happen that day. I had only done that once. I had
Okay.
only done that once, and Kathy knew about that. It was on might have been a few nights before that day. It was during the evening time.
Okay. So for sure, 7 a.m. to before 1 o'clock, you were at Potbelly. When you left Potbelly, where did you go?
I went to see Skipper.
Okay.